The third most frequent question that I receive from the 8th graders and their parents is this: isn't it about time to leave the nest and venture into secular settings? I'm now addressing something that is significantly more than just academics. We're talking about faith, we're talking about lifestyle, we're talking about integrity, we're talking about so many of those intangible things that are difficult to measure, but more important and significant in one's life. If you tell me that faith or religious commitment is very minimal or marginal to you, perhaps what I'm saying to you may not gain any traction. If that is the case, larger schools, secular schools, schools where things are not as caring and nurturing as NCA is, might be an option for you. But if you do care about your child's welfare in terms of faith, lifestyle, ethics, morals, being in a hostile environment matters to you, then you should stay the course at NCA. I attended a large public school with more than 3,000 students. Now, I get that that's back in the 80s. But I could tell you that the dangers that I saw and witnessed there at that time has gotten exponentially worse over the last 2-3 decades. Even back then in the 80s, drug usage was rampant. What do you think is happening today in larger schools? Even in the early 80s, a lot of students were sexually active, and the stats have gotten worse over time. What about public schools and a lot of secular private schools requiring you and your child to be subjected to the agendas of the LGBTQ community, their lifestyle, and this permeates into instruction, activities, events, student relations, everything that happens at school, everything that happens in their life, you will be subjected to their demands and their requirements. So have you seriously thought about these questions? And have you honestly answered them? Are you willing to subject your child to a culture that is against your faith and belief, against what you hold dear in your heart? And do you think your child is ready to handle these challenges? All in all, we all know that religious liberty is under attack. I think a good illustration is like this. You know that many people who created cell phones and computers and these devices, the very people who created them, delayed their own children's exposure and use of these devices. Just like that, I do believe that exposure and engaging with the secular culture should be delayed until our children are ready to handle that. So this notion of leaving the nest and venturing into the secular setting should be postponed to after high school and perhaps even after college. I hope you understand the concerns that I have. Of course, this is your family matter and family decision, but based on my experience of the last 25 years of seeing students and their growth and their development, I do not think a 14-year-old is prepared to handle a secular school setting. Well, I want to thank you for listening to me, and I responded to the 3 most common questions and concerns that I field from students and parents. I hope that you will continue to stay the course at NCA, and that NCA will meet your needs as you journey on forward. Thank you for your time.